All right, welcome to my first podcast. Don't know the name yet, but I'm just gonna say what's on my mind right now. Okay, so apparently, the guys that work on BioShock, was it 2K Games or whatever? Whatever. So BioShock Infinite, the box art's been revealed, and holy shit, it looks like the generic American box art for a first-person shooter. Granted that the BioShock games are, from what I heard, amazing. People seem to like them. I never really got into BioShock. That whole 1930s aesthetic does not fly with your man. I don't give a shit. But I saw the cover and I could not help but start laughing at how ridiculous it looks. No, no, not ridiculous. Not so much ridiculous. More like how generic it looks. I mean, come on. You got this American, the brown-haired white man with a shotgun over his shoulder. You know what looks familiar to that? The cover to Uncharted. In fact, the cover to a lot of games this past generation, so it's pretty funny to see this. I mean, given that BioShock has been such a influential and impressive game that has brought people together, and what am I going on about? It's a load of ass. I don't know anything about BioShock except that there are these guys called Big Daddies that hang out with little sisters, and apparently I don't know how people don't think that's pedophilic in any sort of sense, but apparently it's really popular and people really like it. That's cool. I'm not gonna hate on it, but the fact is, BioShock Infinite, the cover, looks hilarious. I mean, look at it right now. I'm looking at a picture of a cross comparison of BioShock Infinite and the cover to Uncharted Drake's Fortune, the very first Uncharted game. Besides the fact that you can see Drake's back and you can see whoever the main character is in BioShock Infinite's front, they could be the same guy. It's funny because the last game had like what, a Big Daddy on the front? As dumb as that was, that's still more exciting than the generic guy that you don't even see half the time in the game anyway. So that's one thing. The next thing I want to get to real quick is the Wii Mini. Nintendo, I fucking love you. Okay, my first system was a Super Nintendo. Uh, I kept following with the 64, the GameCube, the Wii. Okay, so apparently the Wii Mini is Nintendo's redesign. We haven't seen a redesign of a console, of a mainline console since like what? The Super NES? Yeah, the Super NES. And yeah, the Super NES. And apparently Nintendo's going the Apple route, and now we're seeing the Wii Mini. It's this little retarded lunchbox looking motherfucker where they took out the GameCube compatibility, which I guess they did. I mean, backwards compatibility, which I guess they did with one of the last modifications for the Wii Family Edition. But this time they took it a step further into retardation by taking out the online capabilities. Okay. Granted that the audience that Nintendo goes for is not exactly the most hardcore, so maybe it won't affect them so much. But I know there are a couple games that I own personally that use an online feature, like say Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, or even that GoldenEye remake that was dropped. There are plenty of games on the Wii that have some kind of online function. And what's crazy is that you would take that out of your console. I mean, okay, so granted, for years people have been saying Nintendo's been doing some crazy shit, and I tend to agree with them. But this is, I don't know, who makes the decisions? Who sits in that boardroom and says, "Listen, guys, yeah, the Wii U's out. Teehee. Let's redesign our last system to make it even more retarded than it already was." Who does this? Isn't there so? And even so, if there's someone doing this, how come this is some guy going, hey, dude, that sounds retarded. What the fuck are you thinking? Why would you take out the online capability? We already took out the GameCube compatibility. Granted, no one really plays GameCube games anymore except for people who are really dedicated to that system. But online? What is this, 1997? Really, Nintendo? Okay, granted the Wii U's out, the newest system, yeah. Why would you want to neuter your previous system? I don't understand the logical thinking behind that. Sometimes I wonder, oh, who are these people that are making these decisions? But you know what? If I thought about it too much, I'd probably get myself a stroke. I don't want. I want that. I want to live until I'm at least like 90 years old. All right. Last but certainly not least, my man Geoff Keighley. Not Geoff. Jeff Keighley. His name's spelt weird. Geoff. So to me, it's Geoff, but it's Jeff. Whatever. Listen, Mountain Dew, Doritos. Listen, I'll never let it go. The day I saw that man sitting there with the Master Chief cut out behind him, and and the Mountain Dew stuff and the Doritos around him, that's when I knew that I had lost any respect for game journalists in general, if you can even call them journalists. I mean, maybe he's not so much a journalist, more like he's just a TV personality or an online personality, but he still holds some kind of weight that people listen to. And when the guy that people listen to is sitting there, oh my God, surrounded by which is basically product advertising, talking about a game, it's ever since that day that I saw that video, I've been like posting various pictures of photoshops of Pope Jeff with Doritos and Sprites and Mountain Dew surrounding him, and a Dorito chip Pope hat, and I mean even here we have the prayer to Jeff Keighley, our Keighley who are in heaven, hallowed be thy name, our kingdom come, thy snacks be yum, on earth as it is on Spike TV. Give us our daily Doritos, and forgive us our Pepsi as we forgive those who Pepsi against us. I don't, what? And lead us unto 7-Eleven, but deliver us from hunger. For thine is the kingdom and the Mountain Dew and the Frito-Lay forever and ever gamer fuel. Look, the guy is basically now a mockery. I I don't feel bad for him though. I really don't. He's a jackass. But you know what? That's him, man. Let him do him. All right? But hey, thanks for listening for my little rant. I will be posting this on my group on Facebook, which is 9 to 5 Media. I also have a blog. Look for us, 9 to 5 Media, on wordpress.com. Hopefully we can get some feedback. This is my first of hopefully many podcasts, and it'd be great to hear some feedback from you guys. All right, bye.